might have missed the screenshot, but I'm going to open the chat.
Yeah, that's what I always do.
What did you say?
I always
They
open
should get the notification.
Yeah,
there,
but.
too. I hope I did public. Okay. Hey, you guys, this is Tracy Lee, and I'm here at Tacos and Beer in Las Vegas with Tough 8 winner and Latin America Tough 2 coach, Efren Escudero. What's going on, Efren?
Nothing much. Just enjoying some tacos and and some beer here in Vegas. How's everybody doing out there?
Let's say hello. Brent's in here. Chris is in here. Hey, Andrew, how's it going? Andrew is one of the owners of the app.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you might want to turn that on.
Hey, hi. How you doing, buddy? Nice to meet you.
And Ed, and there's Fortito, who's one of the other owners.
Nice.
MJMO, how's it going, you guys? So I just figured I'd get Efren because he's an avid broadcaster on Hang With. You were just in Hawaii last week, right?
I was just in Hawaii. Actually, yesterday morning I left Hawaii, flew in straight to Las Vegas, and now I'm enjoying tacos in Las Vegas.
Right. I knew he was in town, so I had to grab him and bring him to try tacos and beer and answer some questions for you guys. So I'm going to ask him a few questions to get started, but feel free to answer some questions or ask him some questions yourself. Also, after this broadcast is over, you're in the broadcast right now? Go ahead and make a comment. You guys can make a comment real quick in the chat. You guys can click on his name, and you can follow him on Hang With right now. And your Twitter and your Instagram are also the same as your username on here, correct?
Yes, it is. See, for some odd reason, my comments are not working.
Oh,
See,
this isn't working, huh?
see, I told you. See, mine aren't working.
That is odd.
I deleted the app. I've done everything. I recreated.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. So you guys can follow him at Effie Escudero, EFFYESCUDERO. So make sure to follow him. And let's start off with, this is pretty crazy. You're back on Tough. I mean, you won Ultimate Fighter Season 8, and now you are in Vegas, and now you're the coach. How does that feel?
It feels amazing. It feels like I'm closing a little circle that I built for myself. You know, at 21, I tried out for the Ultimate Fighter. I didn't actually try on. I did I sent a video, and sure enough, after a full year of trying in and out, I was able to be selected, and I was part of the show. I was 22 years old, and now I'm 29. Oh.
We're shaking the table a little bit.
And now at 29, I'm able to close that circle by being a head coach of the Ultimate Fighter. You know, now I got my full team right behind me, and, my assistant coaches, my training partners, my friends, and, we're excited for this.
Now tell everybody who your coaches are along with you. I mean, we have some of them here with you right now.
I got Jerry Aki, who is our strength conditioning coach. Yatin Meza, he's an all-around fighter. Fights in the UFC, active UFC fighter. We got Benson Henderson, who will be coming in and out. We got John Crouch, who is the brain behind all of our skills. And then we also have Augusto Tequino Mendez, who is like an incredible jiu-jitsu guy. He's like a 5-time world champ, Abu Dhabi champ. But he's soaking wet. 160 pounds, so he's amazing. He's going to be able to show these guys a lot. We're excited, and not only that, but we're excited to coach against Calvin Gastelum, who is another great coach. He's a great friend of mine.
And a tough winner.
And a tough winner, so we both can relate to the guys, what they're feeling right now.
And what's really cool is you guys grew up together.
Yeah, we did. We when I was a junior in high school, he was a freshman. We wrestled under the same coaches. I kind of oversee him. Funny story about that. When Calvin was leaving about to the Ultimate Fighter, we were hanging out at my house. We actually went out and shooting. Me, Yatin, his kids, and him. And then also he was at my house, and right before he left, he told me, "Hey man, can I see that trophy?" And I told him, "If I show you that trophy, I will. You have to bring one back." And sure enough, afterwards, he brought one back, and he told me, "Here it is, man. I won one." So
that's a pretty cool story. Now, let's go ahead and check out the chat. And I'm going to say, I don't know how to make this stop. This is wobbling a lot, and that's going to affect our...
It stopped.
Yeah, because he's leaning on the table doing this. We're shaking the whole table. So let's lean back. Yeah, let's lean back, and so we're not getting that messed up. So we have a bunch of questions in the chat, and let's go back a little bit here. What music do you hear... Hold on. What music do you hear before a fight?
Zapp and Rogers, old school boogies. It gets you going. like some breakdancing back in the days, some '90s music. It's pretty good. Just because we're not so focused on itself, on the lyrics, we're more focused on the beat. And we're trying to dance to a beat while we're fighting. Head movement, everything controlling. So that's pretty much.
So that's what you do when you're training, and in your downtime as well.
In my downtime, I go from Lil Wayne to Mexican banda, corridos. I go like anything hip hop, even country. I listen to country too.
Okay, let's check the next questions in here. And they say they're following you on Twitter already. You love my skin tone. Thank you, Sweet Fire. The Dolphin guy loved your broadcast.
Well, thank you very much, man. Yeah, dolphins were pretty cool.
Yeah, we're at Tacos and Beer, of course. SMTN. I know you love this place too. Ron, what's up? Great opportunity. Hope you make the most of this opportunity. And are you going to be fighting Gastelum?
That is a very good question, but no, I will not be fighting Gastelum. Gastelum is a 185er. He is a good friend of mine. We don't mind fighting friends, whatever. It's our job, it's our business. But no, we are not fighting each other. It's more of a friendly competition, which we really enjoy because now we're able to help each other. We're able to set rules, and we're now when you know each other. If you fall, I want to laugh. Not like if you fall, I don't have to worry about you trying to come swinging at me. So it's pretty fun.
Right. Okay. So Ron says, "Can you not be so close to my woman, Tracy?"
Sorry, Ron. Sorry, Ron. I'm just kidding.
Okay. Let's see. How was Hawaii?
Hawaii was amazing. Overall experience. I had an amazing time. I'm a little sunburned. I actually went out and went paddle boarding. The last day, I did it the whole time there, but the last day I was so excited I didn't even put sunscreen, so I'm a little burned in my bag. So, other than that, I had an amazing time. It was great. First time in Maui. I would definitely go again, and I think we're gonna make it at least once a year opportunity to go, explore a different island or even the same one. I would still do it again.
Actually, I might have a hookup for you. I'll talk to you a little bit about it later, but you might get a trip out of Hawaii out of it. So we'll see what we can pull.
I'm down.
Okay, let's talk about you are a father. Talk about being a dad and balancing that along with your fight career.
I think it has humbled me. It has brought me back down. It never that it says you're up on top. No, it's not that. It's usually like when you're fighting, all you concentrate is on fighting. But it's kind of hard for me to all these guys have seen me with my daughter, and everybody has a relationship with my daughter, all my coaches and friends since she was born. So one of the good things about it is when you have a kid, you're not always thinking about fighting. I go to the gym and I come home and my daughter gives me a fake phone that I have to answer. And trust me, that makes you feel more of a human being, like brings you to life. When you actually eat Lucky Charms and all your marshmallows are gone and you don't mind because it's your daughter taking them, that's true love. When she can take all my Lucky Charms and I don't care, I'm like, cool, enjoy all the Lucky Charms. That's true love. So I really enjoy it.
I remember seeing some type of Instagram video or something where she totally lied to you.
Yeah, she always lies. She always lies to me. She always covers it up.
Well, tell me about that.
Well, there was a couple times where, it depends which time you're telling me. Or, with the Lucky Charms.
Was it I don't know? She just denied it.
I was all like, did you eat the Lucky Charms? She's all like, nope. And I'm like, did you eat them? She's all like, nope. And I look back and she still has some in her hand and little craving them under her chair. She has a lot of little innocent lies on them.
It's so cute though.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Okay, let's see. Dale, that's actually one of my questions. Would you want to see your daughter in the UFC when she gets older? Is she going to be the next Ronda Rousey?
I'm telling Ronda, you better retire soon. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'd rather her do something else, but, I'm a supporter on anything she wants to do. She wants to be a fighter. I support her, and I will be there helping her as much as I can for all her fights and trying to get her ready. But would I rather go into gymnastics or do, soccer? I do want her to be an athlete, though. I do want her to do something, but it doesn't matter what. I'm going to be there supporting her 100%.
Now, is she in the gym with you? I mean, is she playing around because she sees what Daddy's doing? Does she mimic that?
Yeah, but it kind of scares me sometimes. For example, one story, my two dogs got in a fight, and she got on top of the chair and she started clapping. She's like, yeah, and I was all like, man, that's kind of weird, A kid usually gets scared, run away, a barking dog. she was just like whatever. And yeah, she watches me. She'll sit there around the cage. She'll watch all of her guys train. So I wonder when we get the first call from school. I wonder what it's gonna be like. But other than that, I don't. She's always in the gym. Actually, Karina's trying to. She's trying to put her in jiu-jitsu, so we're trying to like get her. But her attention span is about this big right now. She wants one thing one day, and then the next one she wants another one.
So how do you plan on teaching her the difference of what's okay in the gym versus what's okay in real life?
Well, I think you kind of pick it up on yourself. I think being a role model, being an example for her. Not only that, but how we carry ourselves. One thing that we have to do as parents and as myself is, we train at the gym, and she knows that when we go home, we play and we do other stuff. The only time she sees me being aggressive and being like, and doing stuff like that is at the gym. Outside, we're riding a bike, we're hiking, we're laughing, we're joking. So she knows that I'm trying to get her started at an early age that, when she's at the gym, she can like horseplay. When she's at home, she can like, horseplay to an extent.
But not fight.
Not fight.
So let's see if you guys give me some more questions. You guys are just hanging out in there, just watching. But so do you have any secret plans or strategies for this Ultimate Fighter season? What, are you allowed to talk about what weight class it is?
Yeah. It was brought out already. It's gonna be lightweights and 170 welterweights. The cast members, we don't know them. It's gonna be an exciting season. Just overall for all those who are watching and those who will be watching, all Latin America, you'll get it on free TV, no problem. All those in the U.S. that want to watch our coaching, make sure you get a fight pass. Watch the Ultimate Fighter Latino America 2.
So now most of the fighters on the show, are they all going to be bilingual, or are they all only speak Spanish?
I think the only bilingual people are going to be the coaches. These guys are, from what I hear, they straight up from Mexico. Like there's we got some talent that we have to guide in the correct direction to make one of our guys an Ultimate Fighter winner.
So how do you feel about brushing up on your Spanish? I mean, I know you use it sometimes, but you're going to be using it all the time.
I'm actually pretty good. I mean, I'm actually staying afloat with it. There's a few words where I have to think about it, but other than that, I'm pretty good for the most part. What do you guys think? Why don't we do an interview in Spanish?
I would fail miserably. I would be able to say like tacos and burritos and hola. That's about it.
For every question Tracy Lee asks me, I must answer it in Spanish.
Are you guys going to be able to understand that? I'll sign language it back. That's how I'll translate.
Vamos a ver si puede hablar.
I don't know what he just said. Anyone else? Can you help me? Anything you want to talk to? I mean, you are an avid user of Hang With now, and you've been broadcasting all over the place. I mean, what are your thoughts on the app? And where's Joe Riggs right now?
That's what everybody wants to know, huh? Where's Joe Riggs? Joe Riggs is actually a character, and he should definitely have his own channel. I would tune in and watch Joe Riggs. Like, he can write a book. They can do a movie on him. They can do a cartoon on him. Up to date right now, he's one of the funniest characters I know. And, yes, other than that, I do enjoy Hang With. You can. It's a simple app. You just download an app. You create a profile. You hit go live, and then we share with the world. That's like genius move. Thanks everybody that did it.
Okay, so now let's talk about most recently on people's lips is the Ronda Rousey Cat Zingano fight. What did you think about that?
Man, I don't know, man. I'm lost of words. I thought Cat was gonna, but I could have saw something like that coming. Just for the sole reason that, everybody said that Cat was a slow starter. So going off of that, she was gonna come out guns blazing. But she didn't even throw a good knee. She didn't, set it up. I mean, not talking anything bad about Kat. She's an amazing athlete. She's a great fighter. And, it happens to everybody. And I agree with you, Bob. Bo Black. I think there should be a rematch. But at the end of the day, they're hyping this fight so much. Like, Floyd Mayweather and Pacquiao. Everybody wants to see it, right? They're hyping it. Ronda Rousey, Chris Cyborg. Give us that fight already. We want to watch it. We want to see.
Yeah, but that's not going down. They already announced Ronda's next opponent, didn't they?
I have no idea. I've been in Hawaii.
Yeah, I don't remember who it is, but they did announce one. I'm pretty sure. Do you? No. Oh well.
What do I think about Pettis' fight? From what I read about it, man, I read play by play as I was at inside the ocean doing a dinner cruise. I think that he gave up the belt way too easy. I mean, Raf, Rafael was he's a very explosive fighter, very dangerous fighter. But at the end of the day, I think Pettis is too, and I think he held back. He went in there not to lose the belt instead of going in there and fighting. And that's what happens when you go in there cautious. When you just don't care, you perform. Look at my last fight. I don't really care no more. I'm like, if you're going to knock me out, knock me out. Let's go. Let's go.
You're in it to fight now.
I'm in there to fight. I'm in there to go on there, just let my hands go, let everything. I'm ready for somebody to crack me so hard that I wake up, I open my eyes, and I'm on the floor trying to grab onto something because I got dropped. I'm ready for that. And I think with that mentality, I think, I think I have a pretty good head movement. I think I'm a pretty decent puncher, hard-wise, how hard I can punch. And I think I can move pretty good. So when you're cautious, for my previous fights, I held back. I lost close fights. Now that I'm like, whatever, let's go. I think I'm better off. I think that's what Pettis should have done.
Now let's talk about the emotional aspect of having made it, won the Ultimate Fighter, then having gotten dropped by the UFC, and then coming back into the UFC. I mean, that must have been some kind of roller coaster.
It's been a roller coaster. It's, there was a time, not to lie to anybody, it was a time where I actually sat down and had a meeting with John Crouch and Benson Henderson, and I told them I was done fighting. I swear to God, I made a comment on it. I made a post on it. I sat down. We actually went to Leo's. Leo's is like this a restaurant up in Phoenix, and I sat there and I told them I was done fighting. I literally sat and I just told them I'm done. I'm going to do my career. I have a criminal justice degree, and I told them I'm going to pursue it. And I don't know, something click in the back of my head, and I'm like, no, I'm not done. I'm not done because I have all my life to work. I can work for the rest of my life. I only have 5 more years at most fighting. So I was all like, cool, you know what? Let's go give it one last try. And look at me now. I am the head coach of the Ultimate Fighter. I'm going out there and I'm just having fun and enjoying it. And I am so glad I stuck with it. And once you sit there and you contemplate about calling a retirement, it brings you back to life.
What did your team have to say about it?
I actually never talked to my team. I only sat down and talked to Crouch and Benson. And
That's your team.
Well, they were supportive, They were very supportive, and they were like, we don't think it's the right time to do it, but if you're gonna do it, then you do it, But at the end of the day, I stayed out of the gym for about a month and a half, almost 2, and then I'm like, no way, I'm not done. I got that itch, and I went back in the gym.
Well, now the fans in the chat are asking, Mayweather or Pacquiao?
I think Pacquiao has nothing to lose. Pacquiao has got KO'd by Marquez. He's lost. He's like whatever. Mayweather, he's trying to do this last big time paycheck. Everybody wants to see it, but it's gonna be a big time paycheck. I think he will retire afterwards, just for the sole reason that there's nobody else out there, and it's going to be he's going to fight cautious because he's fighting not to lose and keep that perfect streak. And then, yep.
Now, have you heard Mike Tyson's comments telling young boxers to go to MMA, and what do you think about that?
I think it's good. Boxing money is still amazing. We're not making no Pacquiao money, no Mayweather money, but at the end of the day, we still make a lot of good money. We make good money, especially in the UFC. The UFC pays us good. But other than that, I think that it is completely different on the aspect of, the sport itself getting viewed. If you're an MMA fighter, you're watching Cain Velasquez, Verdum, you're watching, everybody wants to be like the old Randy Couture's or Chuck Liddell's. Nobody wants to be the next Julio Cesar Chavez or the next, Mike Tyson, and nobody like that. I mean, there is a few, but you can kind of handpick them. So popularity-wise, view-wise, more fight wise, more fight skill wise, I think it's an MMA.
Let's see. Is boxing a dying sport?
I don't think it's ever gonna die. I think it's been like, I think boxing's been like there. I think it's just gonna hit the peak where it is right now, and you're gonna, not a lot of people watch boxing anymore, but you do have these one major big time fights. When like the next rising star, Canelo, okay, when Canelo fights, we're gonna watch it, including myself. When Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. fights, yes, we're gonna watch it. But then after when those guys fade away and are retired and stuff, who else are we gonna watch? Eventually a new one's gonna grow, but we're not gonna watch like the UFC. I want to watch the next UFC, and then the next following one, and the next the following. Boxing, you get what, like one event a year that you want to watch?
Yeah, or one every couple months.
Yeah, or one every couple months. Yeah, that's true.
Let's see. Hi, you guys. Pickles is in there. What's up, girl? You guys have any more questions? We're just chilling. And anyways, by the way, while we're waiting to see if anyone has any more questions, I'll go ahead and follow Effie on Hang With. He's at hangwith. His username, I should say, is Effie, EFFY, Escudero, ESCUDERO. So make sure to follow him. You can follow him on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Hang With. All of them are the same. So make sure to follow him, and he'll be broadcasting throughout this entire 6 weeks. There's a lot of stuff he can't talk about because it's secret, and he'll get in trouble and get sued for like $4 or $5 million or some crazy amount. But he will talk about what he's allowed to talk about, and ask questions, fight picks, whatever, right?
Yeah, it'd be let's keep it vague, guys. When we ask questions, I cannot ask like specific questions. I cannot answer specific questions. For all those guys that have somebody on the show, I cannot answer you if he's winning, losing, how he's doing, or anything like that. I can easily say about upcoming fights, not in the show, but just like, outside of the house, anything. I'm willing to answer anything. And
we're going to go on adventures while you're here, so we'll probably broadcast some paddleboarding or whatever, right?
Yeah, definitely. I do want to go paddleboarding. I know we want to go wakeboarding. I'm probably going to get injured for wakeboarding, but I'm still going to try it.
I'll take you guys hiking, too. There's some really cool hikes.
There's no way. I'll go sleep. I'm just kidding.
Okay. If you could fight anyone in the UFC to test your skill, who would it be?
Anybody, any weight class, or just it's specific, or my weight class?
Pick. Anyone.
All right. Test
Ronda Rousey.
Come on. Come on. There's, first of all, like, Ronda, she's a girl. Second of all, she's too little.
I was kidding.
Who would I fight? I don't know. I would fight everybody that beat me before. Anybody that has ever beat me. Any weight classes? I would like to fight Yatin Meza, just because he's my team member and he needs to fight.
And he's sitting right over here.
And he's sitting across the table.
Okay, so which fighter ever hit you the hardest?
Fabricio Camois. I was fighting him, and he cracked me with a left. I was kind of tired, I had a hard warm up, and we went out there, and he hit me so hard, and I don't even know if it woke me up or kind of kept me the same. It was kind of hard. It was the first punch he threw. Like, he cracked me just solid, and I was just like, oh, that hurt.
Did it wake you up?
No, I think I was just still stung. Like, wait, what happened? Oh, actually, that's in a fight. The guy that's ever hit me the hardest has been Edgar Garcia. He's a UFC fighter right now. He fights at 170. That guy hit me with a left hook, and I kid you not, you can go on pitch black night and go in a room, turn the lights off, and turn them back on, just a second. Turn them off and on. That's how I went. That's how my vision went. I went black, and I opened, and I'm still there, and I'm like, whoa, what just happened? And then my outside, person was being like, yeah, come on, let's go. Good punch. But deep inside, I was all like, don't hit me. Get away from me.
This was in training?
Yeah, this was in training. He was a 170-pounder. He walked around. This was for the training camp against Cole Miller. We were training, and we had some fun, and he cracked me so hard. It would hurt.
So now talk about, other than the show, what's up next for you?
What's next? I don't know. I know I want to fight in Mexico. I know there's 2 events coming up in June, and then one's in September. I'm open to do both. I'm open to do both.
I know. I don't think they're going to sign you to 2 fights, but just saying.
I'm open to do whichever. It don't matter, you know. You sign me up, I'll be ready. No matter who it is, just throw me against whoever. I'll be there.
Okay, well, let's. I think we're gonna start winding down because the questions have slowed down and stopped coming in, and I hope the recording's still going.
156 people watching. Wow, these guys are getting pretty good.
So, you guys, again, I'm going to drop Efren's username at EFFYESCUDERO. Go ahead and follow him here on Hang With. Were you able to comment in there? No, still not? Okay. He's trying. He's watching the broadcast as we're broadcasting. But go ahead and follow him because he has some really funny broadcasts he's going to do behind the scenes with all his guys, and including, hopefully, Joe.
Yeah, Joe will definitely be coming up. You know, we're going to have him up here. Once Joe gets up here, I will do a broadcast. You know, I'm going to convince him today. I'm going to talk to him. I'll even create an account for Joe. And after I create an account, I'll just call him and tell him, hey, this is your password.
Right, you should.
Yeah, log on.
Just, like, save it on his phone so he doesn't even have to. All he has to do is log on and...
Yeah, well, he'll probably lose that phone, so we're going to have some backup ones.
Does he lose phones a lot?
He loses everything.
You know, I've known Joe for many years, and he's pretty friggin' hilarious.
Yeah, he leaves everything everywhere, like everywhere we go. I'm surprised he doesn't lose. Like we even lose him. Like sometimes he doesn't even know where he's at. He even wanders off and like does his own thing, and then looks back and he's all like, "Oh, these guys left me." We're like, "What?"
Now let's talk about one more thing. Talk about being in a gym that has so many fantastic fighters in it. You've got so many UFC and Bellator and World Series of Fighting guys in there. Talk about having such great training partners.
You know, when we first started, it was me, Benson, and the UFC. Benson was in the WEC, I was in the UFC. I just won the Ultimate Fighter. We had probably about like one more other guy in the UFC at the time. So it was hard, you know. We didn't have a lot of guys. But we worked with what we had, you know. Sometimes we would rotate on each other, and, you know, when Yatsin or somebody had a fight, like, I would go with him, and then we would have, like, 3 other guys that stayed at the gym and train with each other. Now, we have about 18 to 20 active UFC guys on average at our gym, and it just raises up the level of competition. It's just like, you know, one of the things we really love about it is we're very family-oriented. Just like we said earlier, my daughter's running around. Jared Aki's son's going to start, like, going to the gym. You know, Yatsin's boys are there. And we always work with them. You know, it's kind of hard being, like, a big macho man when you have a 3-year-old kid running around and, like, playing with you, you know. So it's very family-oriented. The skill level, we like to see it as you're only as strong as your weakest link, you know. So we help each other out. We want to see each other succeed. And we're not jealous, you know. I know that in a lot of gyms there's jealousy, you know, like, oh, you know, I'm never gonna hate on Benson because he's a champ. He was a champ. I'm never gonna see like Yatsin or nobody, you know. I'm actually always proud of these guys, and I want them to do it because, you know, we win together, we lose together, and we accomplish things together.
And you feel that everybody gets a good amount of attention when they're training for their fights.
Yeah, you know, now, you know, everybody's getting the attention, and we're all there. You know, we're all focused. You know, for example, like look at me. You know, like I got the opportunity, and I want to bring my guys. You know, I want to bring my team. I want to bring everybody. I wish I could bring every 20 UFC fighter to help my 8 guys in the show and like help them out. But you know, unfortunately, I can't. But we are going to represent our team as a one. You know, as united as it can be. The MMA Lab is a family, and that's how we like to see ourselves.
Why don't you plug the MMA Lab's social media so people can follow that as well, and then plug your own.
Everybody that is watching, make sure you follow the MMA Lab on social media. It's the MMA Lab at the MMA Lab. For me, all my social media, you can come on. It's at FES Scudero. All my social media, it's at EFFYESCUDERO. Come on and you know, check me out, talk to me. You can ask me any questions you want on my social media. I'm pretty good at answering, you know. So if you want to, like, just want me to say happy birthday to you, just come and ask me and I will.
Any last words for the fans?
I want to thank everybody that's watching. I want to thank everybody that comes out here and supports not only myself but Tracy and everybody that, you know, do all these things for something that we love to do and we like to share with the world. For example, everything that we do, it's on social media. So make sure you check us out, follow us, show your support, and for everybody that's out there, hashtag Team Escudero on everything, on all your posts.
Yeah, I'm with Team Escudero. Escudero, I can talk. Sorry about that.
It's all good.
Any other questions before we end the broadcast, you guys?
160. Come on, guys. One more.
We need more likes than that. There's only 14 likes on there.
Oh, what's going on?
Did you guys share this broadcast? I meant to drop that earlier. You guys got to share the broadcast. But, I mean, it's too late because we're about to end it. But earlier, you guys got to make sure and share and like the broadcast when people are broadcasting. So it encourages them to keep broadcasting.
One other thing that I want to share everybody with you guys, something I want to share with you guys. Everybody that is watching on Facebook, Twitter, or anywhere, go to the app, download the app, hang with, download it, create an app, and follow us on Hang With. Like, I mean, it's very easy for you guys to download, like, just the live feed, but follow us, so you can get notifications of when we're doing everything.
Well, and also you can join in on the chat, because the chat, when you're watching from Facebook or from Twitter, you cannot actually join in and ask questions. So that I mean, I've had people actually go, well, how do we ask questions? We're typing in the box, but that's the box on Facebook. That's not the box on Hang With. So or the chat on Hang With. So definitely download the app if you guys are watching and not using the app right now.
So yeah, she had to clarify some stuff. And my Hang With is going to be fixed soon. And then I can do some giveaways and stuff like that, maybe.
You're going to do some prize giveaways?
Yeah, I'll send out a shirt from out here, from Vegas. We'll do probably sometime this week. We'll get together with Tracy. Make sure you follow her. And, we'll do a Price UFC giveaway shirt from her Hang With.
Maybe we'll do a photo shoot or something on the live broadcast.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. Any other questions, guys? Okay, we're going to end this. So if you're not following me, follow me at mstracylee, mstracylee on Hang With, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr, Fuse. I'm on all of them. And then you'll get notified of my broadcasts. And we should do a lot of fun stuff over the next few weeks while you're in town, right?
Sounds good. We will.
Okay, thanks, you guys. We'll see you soon.